Yo, 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 yo. What's up? Welcome to another episode of Rap Reviews, a show where we annotate a song bar by bar and give it an arbitrary number at the end of it.
Nice.
Is that succinct enough
Yeah,
today?
yeah,
We'll do.
yeah,
I guess they won't always be winners, but if you can leave the show with anything, one word that you know now that you didn't before in terms of rap, this is what the show's all about.
Yeah, we'll feel like we've accomplished something here. Go home and give ourselves a big pat on the back.
We're here to educate.
Yeah, we're here to develop.
Okay, my name's Romano.
My name's Kieran.
My name's Chris.
Okay, do you guys want to have a little cheeky guess at what it is, the song that I have chosen?
Nope.
I'll give it a guess. I reckon it's Joel Turner and the modern day poets, These Kids.
Fuck, I forgot that Joel Turner existed for a while.
It's a very specific guess.
I thought that was just a beatboxer. I didn't know if he rapped.
No, he got into the rap game as well. Like he did I'm pretty sure he was on Australian Idol.
He was.
He did his thing, and then
A reference that only people who maybe in Australia would get.
He's a recorded artist. Well, if you're outside of Australia and you've never heard of Joel Turner, or even if you're in Australia and you've never heard of Joel Turner, I would 100% recommend that you probably don't give him a listen because you'll just waste 4 minutes of your life.
Shots at Joel Turner. All right, guys. Well,
Can you give us a guess? I mean, like a hint?
I don't know how well you guys know me as a person, but this is one of my favorite rap songs ever. Not even just favorite rap songs, but maybe just favorite song. Period. Top 10 for Sharks.
All right.
Go on.
Yeah.
It's the What by Biggie Smalls and Method Man.
Should have guessed that there was going to be some Biggie in there.
I know. I think also, by the way, if we do songs like this where it's a feature, we should still be able to do at least one Method Man song still and Biggie song.
Oh, without it, I don't think we should have to be concerned about doubling up on artists. There's like so many artists out there who've put out so many great tracks that
it's hard to
so
choose.
much that people want to have
I know.
told to them.
I'm so disappointed we didn't guess that. The fact that Ray was talking about Biggie for like half an hour before we started recording.
And the fact that he always wears a cap that has Biggie Smalls' face on it. Should have been a dead giveaway, Chris.
But then I guess you would have never known that this is this and Gimme the Loot. It was like between the two of them, and then there was a few other ones. I think even Juicy would be great to do one day.
Yeah.
For
it's
a song that
track.
everyone loves to rap, this is a bunch of stuff that I don't even know what it really means. But yeah, you guys want to kick it off?
Yeah, definitely. Let's do it.
I used to get feels on a bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit.
Well, he's
That's
cautious.
pretty obvious. Yeah.
He's cautious when he's having sex. Wrap your willy, don't be silly, I think is the message here, kids.
Never heard that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think he's just, he's saying, I get out there a lot, but I'm still cautious and don't want to catch that HIV.
It's a good message, actually.
It is, and also this song was recorded during the 90s AIDS epidemic in
Wasn't
America.
it? I thought it was during the late 80s. I guess it kind of doesn't go away, does it? I mean,
No,
it
it's
just kept
kept going.
going.
If there's ever an AIDS epidemic, then AIDS is probably going to be. So I guess maybe just after. But I thought the 90s was still
Oh, probably.
pretty rampant in New York, with AIDS.
Yeah,
I'm just taking this all off kids now. We got
Yeah. That's a messed up movie.
fucked up film. Well made, but gee boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that last scene is pretty painful to
That's
watch.
so depressing.
Oh yeah, just watching someone
Seeing one of my favorite,
Yeah.
seeing one of my favorite actresses be
raped by some little fuck.
Not only raped, but like given a disease that's going to
To
eventually
kill her.
kill her. Yeah.
I know. Oh,
wow, what a dark way to start this episode.
it's Biggie's fault. He's decided
Yeah.
his song like that. But what a line! Now I throw shields on the dick. Okay, next one. And no, they soft like a Twinkie feeling, playing the villain. Prepare for this rap killing.
Oh.
Soft like a Twinkie. Did you say Twinkie?
Yeah, soft
So-
like a Twinkie feeling.
Twinkies, that super artificial confectionery thing that they have in the
Yeah, it's
States,
like-
which we don't get over here.
It's like a can. Well, like not a can. I don't know. How
Isn't it like a long muffin almost?
Yeah, it's
I
like a
believe it has
muffin.
that texture. Like,
And then it's got like this kind of gross, like super sugary feel.
and it's like an orange sort of color.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's no like natural ingredients
No.
in it.
No,
Like
yeah,
it's-
because I just remember
yeah.
from what is it, that zombie movie that they don't ever go out of date because of that reason. Zombieland.
Yeah.
One of the characters is trying to constantly get
It's got
Twinkies.
so many preservatives in it. It just lasts.
I've actually
forever.
bought a box here once because they were selling it at one of those pop-up stores.
Was it any good?
No, it tastes kind of fun, but like you can tell it's killing you.
Yeah.
Tastes like death.
Like, I've taken ecstasy pills and felt better about it.
Less carcinogens.
Yeah.
So obviously they're soft, these Twinkie things, and
Yeah.
Biggie's calling out what like his potential rap adversaries.
Not only
who-
are they soft, but they're fake as well because they're all preservatives and there's
That's a
nothing
good-
natural about them.
I just peeled a new layer of that I never even thought of.
Man, I'm so proud that I thought of that.
5 points to Chris.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, so playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. He's just telling them, he's going to be the bad guy. He's going to be bad cop,
Yeah,
and you'd watch out.
sweet.
Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold on that. What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis?
What was the name of that TV show? Is it?
It was Different Strokes.
Yeah.
He was the character played by Gary Coleman,
Yeah,
and that was his famous line, I believe. What you talking about, Willis?
yeah. I think Gary Coleman became a security guard.
He did.
I saw like a TMZ video of him like trying to tell somebody off.
Wasn't he a security guard in an episode of The Simpsons as well?
Well, maybe they were referencing that. I don't know.
Possibly.
Yeah, but he's like, isn't he like really short? He's like
Yeah,
four-
he's also
yeah.
dead now as well.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure. Oh God, fuck.
No, don't start throwing that out.
I just gotta.
We
make
talked
sure-
about this, right? You can't just throw these facts out.
I know, but I'm almost certain that Gary Coleman's
Yeah.
dead. Yeah,
Yeah.
poor guy. He he was a child star, so he didn't have the easiest time. I
Yeah.
don't think that's the reason why he's dead, but I know he did. Probably
would've been
why he
rough,
became
yeah.
a security guard, and he was also typecasted from that show.
Yeah,
And he's incredibly short, so it's kind of like Vern Troyer from
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hard to get roles, I guess.
Just to throw it back to the lyrics there, for any real rap noobs out there who don't know what the term illest is, he doesn't actually mean that he's ill. He just means that he's a. How would you even put
I
being
think
the
it's meant
illest?
cool.
You
Like,
Like,
just-
yeah,
you're
the
just
sickest.
You're just the
coolest.
best.
Yeah.
Yes, it's weird. Sickest and like sick and ill. It's
Yeah.
they kind of mean the same thing. It's like you're just rat. You're a cool guy.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that you've got some disease and you're dying. It
No, no.
means that you've just come down with natural gifts and abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think your style is played out is pretty self-explanatory. Just like
Yeah.
your shit's old. No one cares anymore. The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite and throw dicks to dykes. A little bit of a dated reference to lesbian culture, calling them dykes, but it's the 90s.
Yeah. Who was Frank White though?
I got it here. I am using some genius as always. He was a character played by Christoph Walken in The King of New York. Oh, not a bad film, that one. Kind of interesting film, King of
Yeah?
New York. Yeah, he plays like a mob boss, like this real kind of sociopath.
So is
That's-
Biggie comparing himself with this?
This thrill is
Frank White?
gone. The Black Frank White. Yeah, he's saying
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like that kind of evil overlord crime figure,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
Frank White in the movie.
Who doesn't really have any conscience, and he will do what he has to.
No, it's actually
get
you know
shit
what
done.
a really good Christopher Walken, like early Christopher or mid Christopher Walken
Yeah.
performance. I think
Is it like that? True Romance. Is it like?
it is around that
boss?
time period.
Yeah.
I don't know when the movie came out exactly, but it does feel like it
Yeah.
feels like that. I think it's worth watching.
Yeah.
And I think also the throw the dicks to dykes. It's just that maybe he's just saying that like he's so insatiable that he can also fuck lesbians.
Yeah.
He can swing their sexual preferences.
Like just by looking at him, they're just like,
Yeah.
hearing his music and just.
Yeah, exactly.
Just-
Like he's just one of those
just 'cause of
guys who
who he
like,
is,
you
yeah.
know, like I'm not gay, but there's a bunch of like Ryan Gosling. I think I might have even talked about this on the show before, but Ryan Gosling, or to you guys at least, but
I
I'd
don't remember this. Right?
I'd probably turn gay, at the heat of the
I've
moment.
heard this conversation many times.
Yeah, I've probably talked
and it's
about
fair enough as well.
It's
Like
fair.
Ryan
I've got this,
Gosling
like,
is a
deep
beautiful man.
He is. I'm just giving you an example. That's my.
Yeah.
That would be my
Who would yours be, Chris?
Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. I've got to think about this.
There's no male that you just like.
Oh,
whoa.
yeah, actually, Tom Hardy for sure.
Yeah.
You know, that's funny. I was going to say the same thing.
Like, haven't you seen Warrior? Like,
Yeah. No. There'd be a possibility.
but I don't know.
Let
It's like
him rail on me.
it's like a grey area. It's like I don't know if I want to fuck him or whether I want to be him. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? It's kind of like a
totally.
bit of both. Like it just blurs the
Yeah,
lines.
and I-
blur.
Maybe you want to be
Yeah.
him and then fuck yourself.
Yeah, I think that's it. I want to be him and then just
like American Psycho, just like fucking look at yourself in the mirror.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I want to be Tom Hardy fucking somebody else, but then looking at myself and appreciating the fact that I'm Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people in general think that way about Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Like, I think everyone in a way
Yeah,
would fuck Tom Hardy.
I think literally everyone would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know one person. Even if you're a lesbian and like you couldn't tell me that you wouldn't be like, fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
I just got to have a shot. Like, this could be the one.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah. Especially if you were offered an opportunity where no one else would know about it. Like, you would definitely choose that. Like,
well, I'd be telling everyone, but that's, you know.
no, but I mean for her.
For the-
Like,
yeah.
lesbian, yeah.
Yeah, but then maybe it's insensitive to just think that just because someone's really insatiable and sexy that you just want to.
Not with Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Not with Tom Hardy.
Maybe this whole thing is getting a little bit played out. Let's keep going. This is also insensitive. It was the 90s. What are you going to do? But one of my favorite lines in rap ever. Bitches, I like 'em brainless. Guns, I like 'em stainless. Steel, I want that fucking fortune like the wheel.
So, guns, girls, and money. This seems like the trifecta of 90s rap. What everyone loves to talk about. But he puts it pretty eloquently.
Oh, I love that. And it's just like, I just like the fact that he prefers his women to not be that smart.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the opposite. I like a bit of a intellectual
Yeah.
challenge, but
Oh, for sure.
not Biggie. Wasn't
Not
his
Biggie,
thing.
no.
He's just-
No.
He likes them brainless. Bottom of the barrel IQ. And you know what? He knows what he likes. He
Yeah.
likes his guns
Each-
stainless.
Each to their own. Yeah, he's got like a real criteria there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he just wants the fortune, like the Wheel of Fortune.
Mm.
I feel like if you're Biggie, you can be that picky. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what's that? You got a degree. I'm sorry. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Like, he meets the most
Yeah.
perfect person,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he
You
finds
read-
out she took history or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It's like, nah.
You
No,
read
no,
the New
no.
Yorker? Oh, no.
No,
a
no,
little
absolutely.
bit too
No
intelligent.
way. Time magazine? What the fuck is Time magazine? I love that as a preference in real
Yeah.
life. It just, I'm sorry. If
I
you
want
haven't
you-
dropped
I want
out
you
of
watching
high
Fox
school
News,
when you're
babe.
10, then not to say that you're an idiot for dropping out of high school. I know a bunch of buddies that had done that, but you probably just don't.
Well,
have
if
that
you've dropped out of school in year 10 and are still smoking cones, and your vocabulary is, I don't know, not much bigger than
Next to
I'm
few
sure
words.
there's some successful people out there who dropped out of year 10,
Yeah,
smoked
definitely.
a bunch of cones, and I don't know who, but
I want to see the evidence, Romano.
this is where. Oh, by the way, we didn't mention the fact that Alum's not here. He's away for a couple of weeks.
Oh,
But
yeah.
this is the point when I'd probably be like, "Hey, Alum, like figure out who while we're talking, figure out who smoked cones and dropped out of year 10." It could have been like Richard Branson. I know that he was a tribal.
Well, I think that was Biggie, wasn't it?
what.
Like Biggie dropped out of school when he was like 15 or 16.
And I guess he probably wasn't
Yeah,
smoking cones, he was smoking fat spliffs. So
But yeah, he was really successful.
the
made
evidence is
yeah.
right in front of us.
Yeah, he was always there the whole time.
He's just referencing himself. We're such fucking idiots. See, Biggie would probably fuck all of us. I squeeze gats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want to fuck with, and it's M-E, and that's when method starts to come into it.
Well, obviously, GATs being, weaponry, pistols.
And he likes to empty the chambers of the malls, so there's no,
He doesn't
no
hold back.
bullets left. No,
he goes
he's,
all out.
he's not conservative with his bullet spray.
No.
Very liberal in his bullet use.
He is, yeah. It's true. Method Man, here I am. I'll be damned if this ain't some shit coming to spread the butter lyrics over Harmony's grit.
Harmony's grit.
Yeah.
What?
I'll quickly. In the dirty South, butter is often spread over grits for breakfast. Grits can be. I think this is an American thing that we were
Oh,
just.
yeah, no, grits. Yeah, it's a breakfast thing.
Okay.
Is grits like toast or...
I don't know, because all I know is that I was looking up this place called Sylvia's, which is like really famous in Harlem. And I was like, because that's one of the places I want to check out when I go to New York. And I was like, looking at the menu, and they keep mentioning, oh yeah, you can have this with grits, this with grits.
Oh,
I'm
so
like,
when we're there, we're definitely
like,
getting grits.
yeah,
For sure.
It's a big thing, but I really don't know what it is.
So when I go to Chicago, I'm getting that deep dish pizza.
Oh, it's like a cake of pizza.
Fuck yeah! Only ones I've ever had before that is like Domino's deep dish, and I just don't feel like it does it service.
I've never had
No.
Domino's deep dish, but I could imagine that it's nowhere near as good as...
When I worked there as
The
a
authentic
teenager,
Chicago
I
deep dish.
loved the deep dish pizza.
well, you're in for a treat when you go to Chicago.
It also, like ecstasy pills, just doesn't feel great for you. It's the low killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja coming where you rest at surrender.
Method Man as a ninja, I just can't picture him as being a very agile bloke. He's got like a very towering figure, and he seems quite.
He's pretty buff.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the kind of guy that could be a ninja.
I think he's just saying he's skillful, you know, and then he just like
the reflexes.
Yeah, and he just
of the ninja.
But even just in his talent, in the way he raps, he's skillful, and he just comes in there like a ninja. Like,
fuck, you're on fire today, Chris. You're just thinking so outside the box.
Thanks, man. I feel like I finally have some.
I'm not even gonna check Genius to think what some guy said on that one.
Just go to me,
and also
man.
maybe just his stealth. You know how he approaches his adversaries is he comes with stealth.
Yeah.
Step inside the ring, use the number one contender, looking cold booty like your pussy in December.
Cold like a pussy in December. Well, for us Australians, December is not cold at all.
For us, it'd be more of a looking like warm booty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's saying that the number one contender stepping into the ring, but the number one contender still has nothing on him.
Yeah. And I think he welcomes it. Like, welcomes
the challenge.
The challenge.
Yeah,
like, sure.
Like, go on, step to the plate. See what you got.
Yeah, if you're the guy, like, you know.
I enjoy embarrassing people.
Yeah. And it'd be, you know, silly to go against Meth.
No.
Stop bitching, button up your lip, and from Method, all you get is a can of ass whipping.
So stop the gossip. That's what he's trying to tell people.
Yeah.
You can talk as much shit you want to about the Method Man, but it's not going to lead you to any good consequences for yourself.
No. And he's still just saying that he's the best and you can step up as much as you want, but he's going to bring you down.
Yeah. I would not challenge the Method Man. That dude is huge, and his voice is just so husky.
So dope. He does sound rad. He's one of my favorite voices in rap, I think.
Yeah? I'd agree with you.
I love Method Man. A lot of people say that, like, you know, Ghostface and Raekwon were the best
like
rappers
Ghostface,
in Wu-Tang, but I don't know. I personally just love.
In terms of lyrics, Ghostface and Raekwon, for sure, I can see that. In terms of style and delivery,
and flow,
Old Dirty and Method,
for sure. Exactly. Like they just, I think their flow is iconic. Yeah, been really getting into some Old Dirty Bastard lately, actually.
Oh, nice.
Hey, I'll be kicking you, son. You doing all the yapping, acting as if it can't happen. You frontin' got me mad enough to touch something.
So someone's talking out of turn. It's what I get from the "you been yapping."
Yeah.
Been running their mouth. Again, going with the gossip. And I forget what he said after that.
Acting as if it can't happen. Your frontin' got me mad enough to touch something.
Acting like it can't happen?
I think this guy's, you know, going around talking shit about Meth, and then he's just like, he's taken back by the fact that, you know, this guy thinks that he's invincible. And
there's a lot of gossip in the rap world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and just in general. People talk shit, I think. Yeah. You know?
And fronting on someone, I think, is quite like a literal meaning. Like you turn your front and like puff your chest and try and intimidate and aggravate the other person.
Joe Q from Genius says, people acting hard when they're not annoys Meth tremendously enough to warrant a beatdown.
It's like a Year 12 English answer.
So, he's just throwing in all the words tremendously enough to warrant a beatdown. That might be just a great line in live. You know what? You warranted yourself
a tremendous beatdown.
You're gonna get a tremendous beatdown, son. Yo, I'm from Shaolin Island and I ain't afraid to bust something. So what you want? You want.
Well, Shaolin Island, is that like a reference to Shaolin monks and the kung fu that they do?
Well, and also Wu-Tang are all from Staten Island, and I think they referred a couple of times as the Shaolin Island.
Well, they call themselves the Shaolin.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like a lot of their samples and like a lot of their thoughts and raps are based around like old kung fu movies and whatnot. I think it's because the RZA, as a kid, growing up in his household, there was always like karate films on the TV.
And that's actually like something that they all had in common is their love for those films. Like apparently there was one day where when they were kind of just starting out, where they all went to the cinema to see, I think 36 Chambers, or that's the album. What's the Oh, it's like that famous kung fu movie that they were like obsessed with. Like,
Yeah, it wasn't 36 Chambers. It
That's-
was.
that's the
it's
album.
not- this is where Alum again would have
Would've
been
been,
paying
yeah.
dividends.
Yeah, fuck. We call him the intern, but man, that guy.
I really needed the intern.
We
this
really
time,
need the
yeah.
intern on this one. But yeah, like they all love kung fu films. I think is what brought them together in a way.
Yeah, those old school kung fu films are amazing there.
A lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, some of the like fight sequences are incredible as
it's
well.
insane.
So yeah, I got a 6-shooter and a horse named Trigger. It's real, rugged and raw. Now I guess you guys won't be able to get the horse named Trigger part because I've listened to this song 600 times. I never even thought to.
A horse and trigger.
I got a 6-shooter and a horse named Trigger. This reference is just.
Six-shooter
It
and a
sounds
horse
like
and
he's in like colonial era times, just
Yeah.
like riding a horse with a 6-shooter.
But it's like a metaphor for like him pulling the trigger like really fast or something.
Yeah, that he's
Yeah.
just the king shit. He's like the sheriff of the
Yeah,
town.
yeah.
No, like Kieran was closer. Like it's a reference to this like cowboy comedian,
Oh,
Roy Rogers' horse.
there you go.
Yeah. So yeah, he was like he's like a cowboy style riding on a horse named Trigger, shooting a 6-shooter.
Oh, okay, cool. So he's going to go after the people that try and bring him down.
Uh huh. That's
how I
it.
see it.
And it's real, rugged, raw. 94, rugged, raw. It's just when the song was recorded. 94, when I was actually born.
Putting a timestamp on
Really?
it.
Yeah, 94. If someone asked me the date of when I was born, it's hard for me not to say 94, rugged, and
Yeah.
raw.
Nice.
This song has.
And does anyone ever get the reference when you say that?
I don't think so, but I've referenced so much stuff that people don't get.
And then
that
you say
I'm just
rugged-
used
did-
to- I'm used to it. As long as I'm okay with, like, I'm happy with them. Like good reference, me. Like, no problem, bro.
I feel like you're arrogant like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I just
Like
take
as long
in-
as you appreciate
you are
your
a
own
little-
joke or your own reference, then it doesn't matter.
yeah, and like,
Yeah.
because fuck, like, I don't have time to care if someone doesn't get my brilliance.
But that's the whole point of like telling a joke is entertaining the other person.
You are a little rugged and raw though, especially on the raw side.
And I was born in 94.
Yeah.
And like sometimes you might make a reference like that, and someone might just then come down like and say like kicking down your goddamn door,
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, and they're like, yeah. You have a
Has that
moment.
ever happened
yeah,
to you
has
though?
that
It hasn't happened yet.
But you're waiting for that moment.
One day it will.
Yeah.
I think that's when Ray will meet his ideal woman of the future
Yeah.
when he finally says that line.
I
and
might be waiting a while. This album came out a long time ago.
Yeah.
Ready to Die though, one of the best hip hop albums.
Yeah, I feel like the 90s hip hop era will go down as
It's
we'll be
this-
listening to it in 40 years'
It's,
time.
it's the golden era. Even though I think there's a lot of great rap prior and post 94. I'm sorry, 90s. I honestly do think that 90s was some of the best.
Pinnacle
Yeah,
of
definitely.
hip hop music.
It's where it changed. It's where a lot of like subgenres of rap came in, hip hop came into it.
And there's just such a vast amount of music or hip hop that came out in that era that people would just brush over because you have the names like Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
People
Like
get
it's
fixated to.
yeah. There's like guys that I'm sure we don't even know about. That,
Oh, definitely.
yeah, that were really good in their time and probably had a nice little underground following. But kicking down your goddamn doors, he's gonna kick it. He's gonna kick someone's door in, and it goes a little something like this, which is a reference to Slick Rick's and Doug E. Fresh Jam La Da Da Dee,
Okay.
which I never picked up on that reference as well.
No.
Yeah, I can't say I know too much Slick Rick.
I just know mainly Children's Story, which is like the iconic one. Had a great voice though, that guy.
He certainly did.
Okay, now the hook from Method Man and Biggie Smalls. One of the reasons why I love this song so much is this hook is fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. Everything you get, you gotta work hard for it. Honey, shake your hips and you don't stop. And pack the clips, keep on, bitch.
There's a lot of work being brought up
Yeah.
in these few lines. Like, he obviously mentions you've got to work hard for what you get in
want,
this
yeah.
life. But then he's also referring to this woman shaking her hips. Like, this is for her like occupation. She's got to work hard. She's shaking them hips.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think if you want to
She's got
follow,
bills
if
to
you want to,
pay.
if you want to get ahead in life, if you want to, you gotta just work constantly,
Yeah.
no matter what.
You've just got to keep moving. You got to keep putting effort in. You
Yeah,
can't
like I
just
don't like
stop,
working
yeah.
retail, but right now it's all I got.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it. And if anyone asks me for shit, I'm like, fuck, you can't. I don't have time for it.
and then having a little therapy session before the podcast and just getting it all off your chest.
Oh yeah, I did rant about those customers. I had a whole bunch of assholes today, but I feel so much better after talking to you guys about it.
But that's retail, man. That's the retail.
I'm getting
business.
out. End of the year, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'd rather an office job at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather cooler talk than fucking deal with assholes like this.
Cooler talk's not bad, man.
Especially in Bondi Junction.
Underrated.
Jesus Christ, these people are fucking tearing out my soul. The privilege on this. I gotta check some of these people's privilege sometimes.
Check it at the door.
I had some refreshments and I should check some. Okay, so you don't stop, and yeah, we got it. Verse 2, coming with that OE brew, Metical, putting back in ICU.
OE brew. Before you get on to whatever you're going to say there, Chris, is, if I'm correct, a brand of 40-ounce malt liquor.
That is super correct.
Wow. Well
Go
done,
on,
man.
Chris.
Fuck yeah, how'd you know that?
Because it's referenced in so many hip-hop songs. I think I first came across it in a Mobb Deep song.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
For some reason, ICU sounds really familiar to me, but I don't.
Intensive care unit.
Yeah, it's a
Ah,
ward.
Well, there you go. Is it like the emergency ward or something?
Well, you go, usually you go into emergency and then from emergency, depending on what
The
is wrong with
severity.
you, is your severity of your
I've heard it in
condition.
so many TV shows. And
Yeah,
stuff,
it's where,
like Law and
if you ever
Order
watched Scrubs, is where the
Yeah.
gang works, in the
Yeah.
ICU ward generally.
Yeah.
It's where
Where
you
shit
like,
goes down.
yeah, exactly. Like it could be like a disease-based thing if it's super intense, or if you've been shot recently.
So
Yeah.
Meth is saying that he's putting people in the ICU?
He's
or
putting
like-
them back there, so he's saying
Putting them
also
back there?
So they've
They've already been there. That's fucking ruthless.
Unrelenting.
Yeah.
He's like-
He's looking for people who've specifically been at the ICU and putting them back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I heard you got beat up a couple of weeks ago. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, well, now I'm going to fucking beat you up again.
You're going back
This
there.
goes back to that work ethic that he was talking about before, that he
Yeah.
doesn't just stop at one ICU visit. Mate, you're going back and
You're going
again and
twice.
again and again.
But you got to love the courtesy that he's not going to kill you. He's just going to
No.
put you like critically ill.
Yeah.
You're going to be
Within an inch of your life.
Yeah, he's just going to beat the fucking living. Oh shoot!
It's
You know,
actually pretty
it-
conservative for
It
a
is,
rapper.
yeah. I think it's
Some could say it's almost worse.
Like,
It's
I think we
more
can-
like morbid.
yeah. We can all agree that you will all rather get beat within an inch of our lives than to be full.
to actually dead.
Oh,
Dead.
fuck. I don't know, man. Like,
What?
going through 9 months, maybe more, of like intensive rehabilitation.
So you would give up your whole life for 9 months.
Yeah, what the fuck? What's the maths on that?
fucking
And
lunatic.
think of how much pain you'd be in. I'm not saying it's going to
For
be. It could
9
be,
months,
It could be
Kieran.
like, that could be 9 months of intensive rehab plus like the rest of your life you've got like a mangled face or like your, I don't know.
That's a bit shallow.
All right, well, maybe not just that, but maybe you've got to constantly take medication and you've got to have someone like look after you. You'll never be the same.
Oh, so you mean, okay,
So, like, if you were crippled
if you're crippled. Very much.
by it, you'd be upset. You'd rather die.
No, I'm not saying that.
'Cause
I'm
that's
saying having someone else
'cause
look
we could
after
have
you for
some
the rest of your
listeners
life.
that don't know-
I'm not saying that at all, fellas.
I think you should really explain yourself.
Yeah.
No, to be honest, it would kind of suck though. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
All right, let's leave it. Let's leave it. I'm lifted troop. You can bring your whack ass crew. I got connections. I get that ass stuck like glue.
Well, your ass gets stuck like glue is pretty self-explanatory.
And you know what? There's nothing on Genius. And yeah, that's
Can you just
probably
repeat
why.
that again?
I'm lifted troop. You can bring your whack ass crew. I got connections. I get that ass stuck like glue. I think I'm lifted troop is like a military
Yeah.
slang, and bring your whack ass crew. So he's like, yeah, bring everyone, but I know more people,
Yeah.
and I will get you fucked up in the end.
But what's with the getting your ass stuck to the glue?
Honestly, I just think it's a cool way to say that, and it's like whack ass crew stuck like glue. They rhyme. It's rap.
Yeah. All right. We're doing that.
Sometimes
now.
sometimes there's no explanation to the
Yeah.
lyrics. It just fits and
Well,
sounds
fuck,
good.
like if the internet, this song's been out for like what 20 years. If no one in the internet has like figured out what that means, then how
No one
the
in
fuck are
the
we gonna get
internet.
this on the fly?
Come on, have a bit of faith in us.
Yeah.
This is rap reviews.
Do you guys remember the pause a minute ago after I said it?
which has
Maybe
now
it
been
wa-
edited out.
Yeah.
Thanks, listeners.
You never heard it, but there was a pause, and it was long. No question, I'll be coming down and shit. Yo, I get rugged as a motherfucking carpet get.
Rugged like a carpet.
But carpet's really that rugged?
You can get some pretty soft carpets.
Yeah, but it's not like tiles.
Well, no.
It's it's got textured. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
you guys
Yeah.
questioning carpet and how rugged it is, right?
When I think carpet, I think soft. I want to lie on it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What fucking?
When I
couple of minutes.
think rugged, I think of like a cliff face and like spiky edges.
But he says like rugged as a motherfucking carpet gets. It's like not saying that all carpets is rugged.
Oh,
but
he's talking
yeah,
about a
just that
specific
particular
type.
one.
yeah,
of
if you
carpet.
don't, if you maybe don't clean it that much, like it's like
Fuck, just look after your carpet, meth.
15-year-old
Maybe-
carpet. It's gonna
you know,
get
maybe
rugged.
you're just used to a certain lifestyle where your carpet's very soft, Kieran.
You know what? Maybe I am,
And
Chris.
don't you guys ever remember like you've been on some carpet before where like the tips are starting to like there's a
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, get a little crusty.
get a bit
Yeah.
crusty.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty rugged.
Yeah,
I think that's
true.
what he's referencing the carpet of that nature.
I guess once you spill a few too many soft drinks on them, they tend to get like a little stiff.
That's why unless you lived in like England or something, fuck carpet. I'm sorry. I know some
Yeah.
people are into it, but not me. I'm a
I've
hardwood
never
guy.
been a yeah, hardwood
Yeah.
or tiles.
Tiles, yeah.
Yeah.
Tiles can be cold, but wood's that perfect.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
perfect.
They've got bathrooms in England. I've been to one of these, which are completely carpeted. So you
Why?
step out of the shower onto carpet.
See, that just sounds
it
like
boggles my
a
mind.
fucking mold problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it probably is, unless you take very good care of it.
Yeah, you'd have to replace your carpet every couple of years.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Easily. Yeah.
That's just fucking nuts. Like I know, just get those heated tiles.
And England doesn't
Yeah.
even get that cold in comparison with like New York and Chicago.
I thought England would be pretty cold.
It gets cold, like colder than Sydney, obviously, but
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things,
Not that-
nowhere near as
yeah.
cold as like some of the Midwest states
Yeah,
and
true.
Canada.
And love it, not in the physical form, but in the mental. A spark and their cells get warm.
No.
You guys
no
look
idea.
very blank faced. I think he's just talking about how, like his music and how he has a following, people like it, and when they listen to it, they have this kind of reaction to it. You know?
Yeah.
So your cells get warm, and your brain cells like start to tingle with excitement because you're hearing all these wonderful sounds and raps.
Exactly. And I'd contest with that. You know it's a great song, and he's a great rapper. And sometimes when I'm really
He gives me those funny
like I said
feelings.
before, like sometimes I'm having a bad day, and
And
he say like we're at work and his customers like asking me for stuff to do. In my head, I'm thinking, "Fuck the world! Don't ask me for shit."
Yeah.
You know?
So, and it makes you feel excited when you listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone's got something on Genius. They said Meth is comparing his lyrics to weed and or crack. I guess I was a little bit off there. He lights up, but you know what? Who the fuck's this anonymous guy? Why is his opinion
Yeah.
better than mine?
Yeah.
He wouldn't even have the balls to put his like a fake
His
name.
Yeah.
Well, because he's on the internet. Or I guess once we post this, you will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm not a gentleman. I'm a method man. Baby, accept it, utmost respect it, and
Ooh. I like that.
So he's like progressed beyond a gentleman to the method man.
yeah.
I wonder if the method man embodies the same kind of principles that your typical gentleman would.
No, I think it's different. I think maybe it's the opposite to a gentleman, like because he was talking about being rough before. I think
Yeah.
he's saying
Whereas a gentleman is like soft and kind.
exactly.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
saying that he's
Like
not one
carpet
of
in a
those.
bathroom.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's not one of those dudes.
Yeah, he's not that. He's tiles.
He's Charles. Or he's like the carpet in these bathrooms. If you just let the mold and the grit.
After
Imagine,
like 10
oh my
years or
god,
something,
that
yeah.
makes me sick just thinking about it. Like that's. Ugh. And then Biggie comes in with assume the position. Stop, look, and listen. This is back to math. I spit on your grave, then I grab my Charles Dickens. Bitch.
Charles Dickens, like, does he grab his novel and
Well, wasn't Charles Dickens about like a whale or something? So he's talking about his.
Yeah, I think so I always thought that it's just
Isn't
a
it about
fun
a
way
whale?
to say, like, I spit on your grave and grab your dick, you know, like,
Yeah.
fuck you kind of thing. But then,
so Charles Dickens is just a reference to a dick. It's not to the actual author.
I
Was
don't
Charles
think-
Dickens an author, or was that
No. Wait,
he
wait.
was-
he was- he
was
Didn't
definitely an
Charles
author.
Dickens? No. What book did he write though? What was his most famous?
Free Willy?
Yeah,
yeah.
Free Willy, the whale.
Oh,
So-
no, Great Expectations as well is a pretty fucking famous one.
No, but I mean, I think when he says he's Charles Dickens,
He's like
it's
his
like a double
fucking
it's a double meaning. 'cause
Nobody's-
his sperm whale of a penis.
exactly. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yep.
that's true. Yeah.
No, Chris, I think you're onto something
This
here.
one surprisingly actually has a couple, like, from a few people on Genius have. So one guy says meth will spit on your grave, grab his name to underscore nexus between sad death and literature, and I'm like, fuck, this guy's really thought into that line, like far more than I ever have.
I don't think he. Yeah, no.
That's
I don't
just
agree with that.
Yeah, sex, death, and literature.
No.
Not to say that like meth. It's not possible that he didn't think about that, but I don't know.
No,
like,
it just seems a bit.
You're gonna make a rhyme that no one will fully understand that reference, or is it just gonna be a fun way to say dick and maybe sperm?
I think it's just a fun way to say dick.
Dick, and
to be honest,
he has huge loads.
Yeah.
Whale-sized loads. Okay, last verse, I think. Oh fuck, this is quite a long song actually. In hindsight, welcome to my center. Honeys feel in deep like they placenta, cold as the pole in the winter.
They make a lot of reference to cold places.
Yeah,
they do. There's
during
two
particular times of year.
There's two in this song, which I think is quite interesting.
What was the line about placenta?
Honeys feel it deep in their placenta. I just think his dick,
he's massive.
Is just fucking like almost whale size as well. Even though this is both. This part is
so big that it's going up to their ovaries.
Yeah, yeah. It's getting into areas that normal dicks can't get into.
Yeah,
the special Biggie dick.
Cold as a pole in the winter. What do you reckon that means?
Didn't we just explain that?
Yeah. Yeah, in a way. We're talking more about the centre, but sure, yeah.
So no. When I was saying that he's referencing these cold places,
no, but why though?
Particular times of years, why is his pole cold like a winter?
Yeah. Is he just saying it's hard? That's it.
Yeah, maybe because it's cold in the sense that
it's like ice cold, but he's like a cold dude, but at the same time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought I always thought it was the North Pole. That's what he's referencing, but.
As in his dick is the pole?
Yeah, like he's as cold as the North Pole. Like a pole. Yeah, he's as cold as the North Pole. Like
so like his emotions, like his dick emotions.
No, I don't necessarily. I know that the last line was. I know the last line is about having a huge dick that can reach the placenta, but I think this next one is just in general. Like,
oh, okay,
yeah.
So the pole has nothing to do with the previous line.
Unless like his dick is really like big and cold, and now I think we're just describing like unpleasurable sex or something. Yeah. How's my giant dick and it's freezing?
Yeah. Having sex with a White Walker.
Yeah. You're thinking about polar bears while I'm fucking you.
Yeah. You like that? You little warm pussy against my giant cold cock. Strange, dirty talk, to say the least. Far from the inventor, but I got this rap shit sewed, and when Mac uploads, I'm guaranteed another video. When my Mac uploads, I'm guaranteed another video.
So Biggie's acknowledging that he's not the pioneer or the forefather of rap. He didn't invent it, but he still nonetheless plays a very important role in its development and progression.
And every time he puts a track out there, you know, people want to put a video with it because it's so good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
See, it's amazing that sometimes you guys just can nail it like that. I feel like we don't have a genius thing, but yeah, I think I'm not even going to click on it. Fuck whoever wrote for the Far from the Invented bit. But yeah, totally.
That's it.
Yeah. Ready to Die, Why I Act That Way, the name of the album. Pop Duke left Mom Duke, and the faggot took the back way. So instead of making hoes suck my dick up, I used to do stick-ups because hoes is irritating like the hiccups.
Whoa.
Well, he references homosexuals and going the back way because anal sex, I guess, is the preferred method of...
Well, yeah, except for sucking.
Intercourse
except for sucking, that's how you...
Lovemaking.
Yeah.
And...
Goes in the butt.
There was a lot of expletives in that. Go again.
So instead of making hoes suck my dick up, I used to do stick-ups because hoes is irritating like the hiccups. I think sometimes he would rather go out and do a bit of crime, have a bit of... cause a bit of mischief than even have his penis sucked.
Like, he gets off at doing crime, pretty much. Yeah.
Which, man, geez, you must really love it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you guys, but I'd take a blowjob over almost all sorts of stuff.
That or he's just had so many blowjobs in his life that... He's kind of over them.
He needs something taboo, man.
Yeah, a bit more exciting.
Yeah, maybe he just thinks that sometimes, like, you know, some quote-unquote hoes can be annoying, and even though they're going to suck his dick, he's not into it at the moment.
Yeah.
Excuse me, flows just grow through me like trees in branches, cliffs to avalanches.
Cliffs to avalanches.
So he's like on top of the world and crumbling, or like his foes are on top of the world and crumbling? Because cliffs, like, obviously are structures that place very high and precarious, and then to turn into an avalanche then is to crumble back down to earth.
Yeah. Maybe I was just thinking that it's just because he's got a natural talent for flow.
Okay.
Like trees to branches, cliffs to avalanches.
Like it's just yeah. Okay. I can
Like
see
him
that.
It's like
him and like dope flows are one and the same. Well, they're a part of each
Yeah,
other.
part of
Okay, I was trying to think about it way too literally.
Yeah. You went all National Geographic. It's the praying mantis, deep like the mind of Frank fucking Khan. Farrakhan. A motherfucking rap phenomenon. Plus, I gotta find out what that guy.
Praying mantis.
That's a little bug.
Yeah. No, I know, but I'm just wondering what the metaphor is.
It's the praying mantis. Okay, a reference to Louis Farrakhan. That's a guy's. Am I saying? I must be not pronouncing that right. Louis Farrakhan.
Fucking.
Who is a civil rights
Fucking
activist
hell,
that was also known from New York, but famous for leading the Nation of Islam and combining elements of Islam with black nationalism. Oh, that's the kind of idea that Malcolm X was really into, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he's just saying he's got like deep thoughts that could, change the world, like, or possibly change the world.
I never thought Biggie was political in that way, but he kind of just.
I think maybe he's not being super political in this. He's just referencing like a political figure to say that, even though his raps might appear to some as being crude and shallow,
like we've already discovered, there's a lot of depth to them.
Yeah, he actually is like a very deep thinker, and he does have some strong beliefs.
Do you know how old he was when he wrote this song?
This is 94. I think he died in, 96 or 7?
Yeah. And wasn't he like 25?
He would have been like 21. He was 24 when he died.
Oh, okay, so he would have been like 21, 22 when he wrote this.
It's
song.
amazing, hey. It's amazing that you have
so
this
young.
legacy.
Yeah.
Both him and Park, the legacies that they left behind at 24 and 25 is fucking incredible.
It's insane.
But also maybe just deep like the mind of Aristotle doesn't sound as cool.
Yeah. yeah, that's true.
True.
A motherfucking rap phenomenon. Plus, I got more Glocks. That's meth, by the way. I got more Glocks and techs than you. I make it hot. Won't even stand next to you.
Got more Glocks and techs, both two guns.
Yeah.
I guess he has a preference for Glocks over techs. Maybe.
I got more Glocks. I think he doesn't mind.
He doesn't mind.
He'll go either. He's got guys that shooters and people who can shoot way more than this guy is talking about, or anyone in general maybe. And he's going to make the scenario so hot that people
will just run. They won't be around.
Yeah, they're going to hang out with Joe if Joe's got a hit on him from meth, which makes sense. Like I like you guys a lot, but if I found out someone wanted to kill you, I'd probably hang out with you less.
Yeah, you'd probably at least consider it.
Like you wouldn't warn me and be like, hey,
well, no, like I assume
there's a hit on your head.
I assume that you know as well, but I wouldn't go outside with you that much.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Like you wouldn't go to a public place where there's like a main road or something.
Yeah, I don't want to get caught in the crossfire.
Man, that's really sad, guys. I thought that you'd still hang out with me even if I had
an
X on my head.
No.
Absolutely not.
I'd hang out with you guys.
I know that's the saying I'd take a bullet for you, but I really don't think I'd take a bullet for anyone.
I'm not expecting you to
Maybe
take
my
I'm not expecting you to take a bullet. I'm just expecting you to be there when I take the bullet.
I don't want to
watch. I don't want that
bit
much
A
responsibility.
little bit of blood splatter on you. What's wrong with that?
Just because it's gonna affect us for the rest of our
So
lives.
if I could guarantee that when you get shot, I won't get shot, you would be okay with me just being there.
Like holding your hand as you die.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I mean, if I can guarantee I won't get shot, then yeah, I'll hang out.
Yeah, sweet.
All right, sweet.
I feel like that was the darkest moment of this entire episode. But let's keep going. Don't touch me. You better bust me 3 times in the head, or motherfucker's dead. You thought so.
Motherfucker's dead.
3 times in the head. Whenever I think of the number 3 now, I always think of like the mocking of the Holy Trinity in, what's that movie? The Conjuring.
The Conjuring.
Do you reckon this is a poke at the Holy Trinity, or do you reckon 3 is just his lucky number?
No, I don't think he would have just chucked in a religious.
I think
reference.
what someone said on
Not a
Genius I
bad-
read before, which I think is true, is just referencing the double tap, but then, pushing it one further. Like, the double tap won't even kill him.
Yeah.
You'll have to go the third one.
3 to be sure.
Yeah.
To be sure.
Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. Everything you get, you gotta work hard for it. Oh, this is the chorus again. Yeah. And then at the end, so it plays all the three, fuck the world. Yeah, it's the chorus. And at the end, on the outro, you hear Junior Mafia click in full effect, which was Biggie Small's little group that he had. Punk bitch, yeah, what the fuck you want? Yeah, hell yeah, Biggie Small met the cow. That's basically in the song. And then Burford, Salva, I can't pronounce that as well, the live, I think they're just suburbs. My borough is through, recognize. 94.
Is one of those
coming at you
words
raw.
Bedford Stuyvesant?
That's it.
That's where Biggie's from.
Oh, okay, the livest one. That makes sense.
Bed-Stuy.
Bed-Stuy.
Super
Nice.
gentrified neighborhood these days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me with New York and how they love to gentrify everything.
Yeah, Brooklyn especially.
Yeah.
Apparently, Harlem is quite gentrified these days as well.
Yeah, I think there's still pockets
Yeah.
that are,
True to its roots.
that haven't succumbed to gentrification. But yeah, I think there's quite a bit more wealth
Yeah.
in the area these days.
94 coming at you raw, Shaolin Island, yeah.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, that's the end of the episode, guys. Well, like the end of the song at least. Want to give it some numbers?
Yeah, let us. You kick us off, Romano.
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, you go.
Honestly, I don't think you'll get this much, but I'd give it 498 BPMs. I might as well just give it 500. I love this fucking
Just give it
song.
500.
The beat, two of some of my favorite rappers of all time together. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, nice.
I could listen to this. I've listened to it 4 or 5 times today in a row just to try to, while I was at work, trying to get in the mood for it. Yeah.
I think I'll give it maybe 410.
Okay.
I think it's a great track. Yeah.
Don't love it, but
Oh, no, I guess so. Yeah, I don't love it.
Yeah, I'm a little ashamed to admit that I don't know the track. I've listened to Ready to Die quite a few times. Maybe I've always just skipped this track. But based off the lyrics alone, I'd probably give it 430. Lots of good little references to outside things, like things that I'd never would have picked up if I'd probably just listened to the song over and over and heard these words and who was the dude fuck one.
Yeah, started that. Yeah, exactly. I've listened to this song many times. Never thought to even check out some of this stuff, which is why we do the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Deeper meanings in these songs than just what you rap brainlessly as you're driving to work.
Yeah, just gene you up for another day of life.
Yeah, exactly.
Funny enough, how I discovered this song was I think I'd listened to Ready or Die as well. Also, didn't remember it too much, and then I watched a movie called The Whackness. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but.
No.
It's about this drug dealer in New York in the 90s, and there's a lot of kind of rap influence into the character. But Method Man plays the drug dealer's kind of guy who gets him the weed.
Yeah.
And he's listening to this song, and he's like, "You got to check out this Biggie guy. He's always babbling on." And then he inspires the character to start listening to Biggie. But I just always thought that the track that was chosen is a track that has Method Man
In the
it.
track, yeah.
So Method Man's acting as someone being like, "Fuck yeah, this track is dope." Which is, I guess it's a kind of fun little reference that not many people would have picked up on, but that's pretty cool. Anyway, that's another episode.
We'd like to just thank the boys at Radio Hub for letting us record here.
Yep.
I'd also like to thank our sponsor, Auto Trader, as well.
We're not doing that. We're not gonna
They don't just sell cars; they sell car parts and car cleaning services.
I legally think that we don't do that. I don't think we can do that. I know using lyrics as a review, we're all good. That took us a long time to figure it out, but just shouting out.
Again, just another shout out to Auto Trader. Those boys are amazing.
We miss you, Alum. You'll listen to this maybe one day. You're sorely missed for this episode.
Yeah.
And thanks to Jason for editing the show.
Thanks.
Bye now.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.